What's up, guys? This is Nobleman Nick here. We got Silly Scaper on the camera. Next for the bio of the new Rising Tides is Sonlen 2.0.
And look, they actually fixed the teeth, because I heard someone say that they thought his teeth were yellow in one of the depictions. It looked like it was a sick dragon. Now his teeth are like white.
Okay.
I just remembered that. I was like, that's a good point. And then Renegade must have fixed that, because he does look a lot better now. And the figure, his teeth are white too now, because it might have been a Gen Con, I think, or...
Okay. So this one has basically 4 paragraphs, so...
yeah, it's a long story.
It's pretty cool, though. It gives more backstory on Heroscape than any of the other figures, I feel like. So, So I'll talk about that afterwards. So here we go. The Archmage Sonlen is one of Ular's oldest and most trusted servants. The myriad magics of his homeland Fueland, and to his command, and the healing powers of his dragon companion Velza, so his dragon's name is Velsa, grow stronger as Valhalla's war-torn years pass them by. The inhabitants of Ular's lushly forested domain speak freely of Sonlen's wisdom, dedication, and tenacity. He is a man who makes friends easily and has few detractors. Sonlen's heart bleeds for Valhalla. He cannot help but love its sweeping landscapes, brave inhabitants, and unknowable secrets. This love protects him from the bitterness of his exile. Since the poisoning, Ular has become paranoid, mistrusting, and lashing out at even his oldest friends. Yet even as he departs, banished to rot in solitude, Sonlen's love for Ular endures. So yeah.
There's a lot of respect for a person if they kind of like banish you,
Well,
and you still respect them, or,
Yeah, there's that, and then there's now the knowledge that Ular has been poisoned.
Yeah, that was a big one when I read it. I was like, what?
So we'll get to that. It is quite fortunate that the Archmage has made so many friends during the travels. Without the strength of Ular's army to support him, Sonlen would be terribly vulnerable. Even the pirates coalesced to avoid weathering the war alone. Good then that clever Shiori remembers him fondly from their travels to the Morrow Swamp, and puts her skill at espionage to use on his plan. Other pieces fall into place along the way as the elf's many allies are brought into the fold. There is too much to love in war-torn Valhalla to let it fall. If the Valkyrie cannot save themselves, then mortals must rise to the challenge. So, yeah, it's basically saying he's been kicked out because Ular's poisoned and he doesn't know who to trust anymore. And not only that, but I'm pretty sure we read that Kiova's sort of taken over for Einar a bit. Queen Kirion's taken over for Vidar. Jandar seems fine, Aquila seems fine, and the new generals, they're new. Utgar seems fine. But 3 of the 4, basically first allies, not including Aquila, but they all got different issues going on. And everything's falling apart. So, Ular and Shiori and some other figures, I guess there's a plan that Sonlen sounds like he mainly came up with, that they're going around to try to save Valhalla, even though it's not even technically really a lot of their home. They're going to save Valhalla while the generals are all scrambling and falling apart.
Well, they haven't really exactly told us, I don't think, Nick, you can tell if I'm wrong, how long, since the beginning of Heroscape and where this is now, how long they've been there. They could have been there for a long time now, and if you live a place long enough, it kind of becomes your home sometimes. So some people will be like, well, this is my home now. So then maybe what's going on with him?
I think a lot of them want to go home.
Oh, I agree, but like, there's some people feel like they had a better life here now, or like new start,
They don't want to have like wasted all their time there.
Yeah,
I'm sure. So here's the figure.
Now, if you notice, if anyone who's watched this remembers from Avalon Hill, he used to have like a banner in the back of him.
No, he didn't.
Now he doesn't.
Yep.
So it makes you wonder, was he going to be flag bearer at one point or not? But we'll never know.
Yeah, now it looks like he doesn't. But
everything else about the same.
I did also hear from someone else that there's going to be plans for an Aquila, Revna, and Volaric flag bearer, which we kind of need anyway. So. And that'd be easy money for them.
Yeah.
But, so yeah, so you can expect all that. Hopefully we get something cool.
I find it interesting they say he's like alone. He does have that dragon that's now like big enough to ride. It's like it feels like it's like, oh, I'm not counting the dragon that's like been my friend since I've been in Valhalla.
Well,
maybe he doesn't talk to him, so that's probably why he feels alone.
They kind of count as the same, I guess.
I know, just lore wise, you would think.
So he's elf, archmage, confident, large 7. I think it's pretty much all the same except his size.
Mm-hmm.
Then he's got 6 life with 3 defense, so he lives a little longer than normal. He can no longer heal himself, which means he actually probably doesn't live as long as he used to. But he has 6 move and flying, so he's faster than he used to be. He has 6 range with 4 attack. And he'll probably have height a lot, so 5 attack a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So his attack and his attack's a little higher. Range is, I think, the same. And he does have healing wing 13, so he might not be able to heal himself, but he can heal. It says after moving normally with Sonlen, you may choose a figure with 1 or more wounds that is adjacent to Sonlen or that he passed over during his movement this turn.
So like flying
and
over.
Roll the 20 side. So if you roll a 13 or higher, remove 1 wound marker from that figure. It says choose a figure though, so he can only do it to 1 figure.
Nah.
So
it'd be nice if you had a bunch of wounded guys all on a line, him flying over them, and that'd be kind of nice.
So that's what some people were thinking, but it does say a figure, so it's only going to be 1. Which is still nice, but...
Yeah. The original Sonlen, he would heal 1, so it's kind of the same in that regard.
And he probably has a little more range, technically, for his healing then. Then he has Dragon Assault, so his attack, because of that, is also up. So, mostly everything's up a little bit. But he has Dragon Assault. So when Sonlen attacks an adjacent figure or destructible object, instead of using range, if he uses melee, he gets not only 1 attack before, but he gets 2 attacks before. And if he flew, which he normally will, he can actually attack with 5, and then the next attack can be 4.
So that's pretty nice.
Yeah. That's really good on like heroes, big, hard people to kill. And just the fact that he gets multiple attacks is nice.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of like it's that versus him having that dragon super attack now, because it's the dragon still.
But this is better than dragon spook.
Exactly. So this does feel like an upgrade to his dragon getting older and bigger now, and
so overall his healing's probably slightly better. His offense is better. His speed is better. It's just his survivability that dropped a hair. Just a hair.
But everything else looks pretty good, so...
So yeah. Oh, and he's 170 points. I don't know if I've been saying that for everybody.
Wasn't he like 160 originally?
Yeah, something like that. Maybe 150, 160.
I know it was like 1 something.
But anyway, yeah. So he'll be fun. You can use him in pretty much any army. Just depends where you want to use him.
Yeah, he'll be in the box with the Centaur we had just talked about.
Pelusia. Yep.
Yeah, so if you definitely want those two, just get that box, for example.
Yeah. Alrighty, well, that's that, I think, unless...
Can't think of anything else.
Alright, we'll see you guys in the next bio video.
Bye-bye.